Hey, good day guys. So today we're going to talk about something a little bit more different compared to my usual play to earn game video. So today I want to talk about nodes as a service. So I think this is, this has been quite a big of a trend in the past couple of months when the destruction of Ring Financial came in and all of the DAO with their APYs and so on are collapsing and are all over the place right now. So these nodes as a service have exploded, right? So why am I talking about this? Because I'm just going to share my experience on a couple of these. So one of them is Vapor nodes. So both of these are in Avalanche. And if you're not familiar with Avalanche network, I can actually show you later how I transfer my money from Binance Smart Chain to Avalanche network, which is fairly easy. So let's talk about first Vapor nodes. So in all honesty, I really forgot where I heard about Vapor nodes. I just remembered that I had Vapor nodes Discord channel in my account. So I just opened it up one day. I was like, oh, okay, all right. So it's a node as a service, kind of know where it is, kind of like a Ring node, like give or take, right? So I took a look at it and I saw that the requirement to create at that time for a node is only 1,000 vpnd tokens. And right now that's costing us around $79, right? And I didn't have that money before, but I was lucky because when I opened this one up, it was hovering at around this price, 0.002. So at that time, 1,000 tokens was only around $2. So I figured like, okay, why not? Just make it and get 1%. Who cares? Like, I don't really have any more budget anyways to play with. And lo and behold, come mid-January, it exploded all the way up to 10 cents and up, and now it's hovering at around nearly 8 cents. So right now, my 1,000 tokens turned into $79, which is huge. But since I already made a node, I can't really do anything about it. I mean, all I'm doing right now is just basically compounding it. And, hopefully this group managed to do well, and hopefully they succeed. If you're wondering what exactly they are investing in, you can actually view that. It's in their website. You can click the treasury here and it'll take you to this link and it'll show you what they have currently in their treasury. So you'll see the majority of the tokens. They have around 964 million tokens of vpnd, which is worth around 76 million. It's in their wallet. They have AVAX for around 2 million to almost $3 million. They have Strong and they have a few ETH. So they also invested in Strongbox, so they have Strongbox here. They have Convex, which I'm not very familiar, and they also have some Sushi Swap, which is not a lot. So that's all they have right now, and I know they bought some Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs. They also have those, and they're still working on where else they can actually invest their treasury in. Now, in terms of earnings, it's getting you 1% per day. So once you create the node, that tokens that you have are all gone basically. So it's just gonna look, the amount is just gonna pop up here, and you'll start earning your 1% ROI. Now, why you're wondering I have 1.4% here is because for the diamond hands, like I've never withdrawn anything. So like if you accumulate it for 15 days, your ROI will increase to a maximum of 1.4%. So even if you compound it, it'll retain the ROI of 1.4. So I'm just compounding it, as much as I can, and hopefully by the time I decide that I'm okay to withdraw, then it's something that may be a little bit more substantial. So a little bit of regret on my end that I didn't put more, but then again I thought about it, like I didn't really have any money at that time, even up until now. So not much I can do, but at least I'm happy that this one is netting me $1 a day for the money that I put for $2. Like that's insane. Like every 2 days I got my ROI, which is awesome. So that's for Vaporfi. Now I want to talk about Louverture. I don't know if the pronunciation is correct. Now this is also a node as a service thing, right? And I only heard about it in one of the YouTube videos I've watched before. I unfortunately forgot who the YouTuber was. He mentioned about this project and I took a look at it. And it's pretty much in the same situation as Vapor nodes before. The main difference here is that they're offering lower ROI percentage. So you're only going to get around 15% per month. So give or take, you're only getting 0.5% per day, and compared to Vapor nodes, it's 1% per day. Now, what intrigued me here is the price, because the price right now is pretty much where Vapor nodes was way back in early January. So I was like thinking, maybe this could be another Vapor node potential. Could be. I took a look at the team in the Discord. There was a little bit of a drama there in their Discord because they had an issue with some of the people working on the project. So I think they've managed to resolve that. And what's exciting for me right now is that they have a secret project, which I don't know what it is, and they also have they call us the LVT 2.0, which is intriguing me. So I figured like, okay, I'm gonna invest a bit. All right. Well, as I've mentioned, I don't really have a lot of budget, so I have around 10,000 LVT tokens, so 10 times of what I had in Vapor nodes. So it costed me, give or take, around less than 40 bucks to get that. And I had to sell my legendary card in Splinterlands just to fund this account. A little bit sad, but if this thing nets me the same amount as Vapor nodes, I'm like, that's gonna be so insane. So I'm still contemplating, should I buy the node? I mean, should I do it? Because if I do that, I'm not gonna get my 10k tokens, right? It's gonna be gone. So that means that I have to wait for, I don't know, like 6 months or 7 months to get an ROI. And I don't know if I'm comfortable waiting for that long, or maybe it could be earlier, unless if Louverture managed to increase the same way as Vapor nodes, it's gonna be insane. So that's the potential I'm looking at for Louverture. That's why I'm mentioning it here. So it's like, in my perspective, maybe it may go there to that point, but we will see. Like back then, you can see in the historical records, right? They went as high as 3 cents, but that's like the opening. It's always like that at the beginning. So it went all the way back down to 0.002, and that's where I got in. I got in around 0.0035, I think. And yeah, so we'll see. We'll see how this goes. If it manages just to go to 3 cents at least, I think I'm gonna TP out. For me, I mean, it's good earnings already. It's just that I'm contemplating if I should do the node or not. So yeah, so I mean, for me, these are low risk in my perspective, because I'm only investing like super small amounts. So again, for you, if you want to try and get into it, I mean, pick the money that you feel like you're comfortable losing, right? For me, I mean, I'm not putting in a lot right now because I lost so much. So I'm only putting something like this, and if it does 10x, 20x, like, I'm good. I'm all good. Like, I'm gonna earn decent enough money so I can use that for investment somewhere else. Alright, so the next thing I want to talk about is the bridging. How do you fund your AVAX, right? So, I mean, the easiest way to do it is always go through Binance or go through any centralized exchange and just transfer your AVAX to the metamask wallet. Now, if you already have that and you currently don't have any funds in Avalanche, so what I normally do is I would use Anyswap. So I normally use this, and I would swap my BSC to Avalanche network. Alright, so that's all I do, but I use BNB. I don't know if you can use any other tokens, so I can't really vouch for that one. So all I know is that I'm just going to transfer BNB from BSC to Avalanche. Then it'll take, give or take, a few minutes. So they mentioned like it takes 10 to 30 minutes. In my experience, it's less than that. So you just need to wait for that. And once that's available, just go to Trader Joe and look for BNB. And you should be able to see your balance here. Anyswap would actually mention, give you an address on the status of your transfer for cross-chain. So just make sure to open that so you can keep track on where your token is. So once that's done, then you'll be able to transfer it from BNB to AVAX or whichever token you need, right? So that's how I transfer it. So it's pretty straightforward, pretty simple. So I don't need to go back and forth from Binance or from KuCoin or from any other centralized exchange. So it'll save you a lot of more time. Okay, so hopefully this video helps you out, guys. Thank you for watching the video, and hope to see you again in my future videos, and stay safe, people.